What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to Maps Exposed, the series where I cover all of the jumps, spots, and lines of sight that I know of on every map in Advanced Warfare. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the second of the Ascendance DLC maps, and that is Chop Shop. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so this map doesn't really have a ton of spots. It's kind of a trend that you usually see with the DLC maps. There really aren't a whole lot of great lines of sight and jump spots and things like that, so I will get through this one really quick. But the first one here is right over by the A flag. There's this building right here. This is actually a hardpoint location as well. I believe it's a second hardpoint location if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of off the top of my head, but a lot of times if the enemy team has this locked down, they'll be in this corner, they'll be over in this corner or something like that, and they're waiting for you to come through that doorway there, or maybe they're looking up the stairs or at the back door. An easy way to clear this entire building off is to simply come up into the top floor here and pick them all off through here. They almost never expect that. It's actually really surprising how often you're able to completely clear off the entire hardpoint, because you can see the entire area down there just by moving around a little bit. You can clear off the entire hardpoint, jump in, and it's now yours. So I just wanted to mention that. I know it may be obvious to some of you, but some of you guys maybe haven't noticed that one yet. So this next one is pretty situation dependent. Again, like if you have control of this hardpoint, for instance, that's down in this building, some guys want to try and shut down this building here. Say they already have teammates on there and they want to push out and try and hold that map control. Lots of guys will stand out here like this, and that's not the greatest because you don't have too much cover there. So it's pretty well a fair gunfight against anybody that comes around there. Second option here is to come back here. That gives you a little bit better cover. They don't usually expect you to be here, so that's pretty good. But I have one more that is even better. So if you jump up, boost slam, or you just kind of jump up into this area right here, you stand up, look at that. You have a perfect line of sight into that doorway. Of course, if they start getting on your flank there, then you're kind of in trouble. But look at that. That is a great line of sight on them, and you can easily pick them off through there, and they won't expect it. I wouldn't camp there all game, because once they have caught on to you there, they can just spray right through this, and they will kill you. Or they can easily get on your flank. But as far as locking down that hardpoint area, it's excellent for that. Now this next line of sight I'm going to be showing you is actually right next to that one line of sight, and it's a great way to counter the guys that are in that building right there. So you can jump up here like this. You are kind of exposing yourself to a lot of the other areas of the map though, so it's not ideal. And I was going to mention this is more likely going to be like a search and destroy spot. It's not something you would likely see in a respawn game mode, just because as soon as they catch on you're dead. But if you jump on top of this right here, look at that. You have a great line of sight there. That's a very popular place for people to stand there, and they'll try and lock that down because they have great cover there against the people that are really up close to them. But when they're there, they're almost never looking this far back. So it's very, very easy to pick them off with a sniper rifle, or maybe even an assault rifle or LMG or something along those lines. Now, for one situation in Domination especially, or even Hardpoint, because there is a Hardpoint location in this middle part of the map right here, a lot of times you'll die, and let's just say you spawn at the A flag and your enemies start taking B, or they have taken B, and you maybe want to try and pick one of them off and take them by surprise as you're coming off of spawn. Just say you spawn down here somewhere, you want to come up and you want to try and defend that B flag, or just see if you can pick someone off. Don't forget that this line of sight right here exists. You have great cover if anybody decides to try and come through this doorway here. But you can see right in there, and you can kind of see, I would say probably about a third of the capture area of the B flag. So there is a pretty decent chance that you'll be able to pick an enemy off through there with a sniper rifle. If not, then you can spray through there, or you can at least just use it as a check spot to see if anybody is on that portion of the B flag as you come off spawn. Now, one pretty cool thing about this map is it's very, very symmetrical. It might not really look like it, but it's extremely symmetrical. So I'm now just going to quickly show you the reverse to all of those spots that work. So right here, once again, great line of sight over towards the B flag. You get a good shot on a good area of the capture area of the B flag. Again, if you come back to here, this part here isn't quite as good as the other side because you can't jump up and look through that one crack there. But one thing you can do is jump up on this crate like this and just kind of edge your way over. And you do get a bit of a line of sight over here, but you are kind of a little bit exposed as well. At least a little bit more exposed than you would be on the other side, on the mirror of that spot that I just showed you there. And then finally, once again, we can jump up on top of this, and if you edge your way, you have to be right on the corner of this one. So edge your way over as far as you can here. You get a nice line of sight right into that area right there, and again, you can pick those guys off if they're trying to lock that little area down by using that piece of cover. Now another little line of sight over by this C building right here is a great way to basically attack the spawns, the C spawns. So if there's enemies spawning at the C flag, a great way to attack them with great cover and to kind of take them by surprise is to jump up on this part right here and use this to lock down that area there or that window there, or challenge guys that might be camping down there. And it's a great way to counter them because they don't usually expect that. They usually just expect you to be coming from that area over there. And you can just use this for cover right here, and you can easily pick them off through here. And one thing you do have to worry about, though, is going to be the people over there, as well as the people that come up to the window here, because they come up into the window, it's very likely they'll just see your side and be able to shoot you very easily. So, again, this is one of those spots that I like to use very quickly. So I'll jump up here maybe on my way over, see if anyone's there, maybe take a shot. I might linger for a second or two, and then I just move on from there. Now, another spot to show you guys, it's a bit of a line of sight that you can get on the people that are coming through this window right here, which happens a lot, especially in grapple. A lot of times they'll grapple right into that window. If you just jump on top of this railing right here, look at that. You just look over top of these boxes, you can see the upper portion of their body, and you can pick them off. It's great for that first blood. Just don't linger here for too long, because eventually people will start coming around this corner, and you are completely exposed to those guys. So usually I like to jump up here really quick, get here as fast as possible, pick that one guy off that grapples through there, and then just move on from there. And of course, just like everything else on this map, this is very, very symmetrical, so you can do the exact same thing on this side right here to counter the window across there. So again, you get a nice line of sight on the upper portion of their torso. Alright guys, so I'm pretty much out of spots now. Like I said at the beginning, there aren't a ton of spots on this map, but one last thing to show you guys is a great check spot for the B flag, as well as this hardpoint location that's here. A lot of times you can get up to here, but you don't really know what's going on until you come around the corner. You don't know how many enemies are on there or anything. And this is relatively obvious, but you can jump up here and just sort of do a double jump, and you can sort of assess the situation before going in. If you have a sniper rifle, you might want to try for a jump shot, but it's not the most practical jump shot to try and hit on people that are over there. It's usually just a great way to check. You can jump up, check, and then just boost around, and you'll know exactly where he is. And of course, it works the same on this side as well. You can jump up, check, and take him out from there. So that's going to wrap it up for Maps Exposed on Chop Shop. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.